Run It Back Philly is brought to you by RunItBackPhillyShop.com. Official Sixers Sickos merch line. I only go premium on the merch. The hoodies got some weight to them. They're very soft and snug. Just comfortable as dude. The hoodies I go a size up on. This is an XL on me. The t-shirts fit to size. This one's a large. Shout out to everybody copping the merch. Thank you for the support. Sickos for life. We're not okay, guys. We are not okay. I don't remember a time in the past 5 years where this team had me more up and down on a day-to-day basis. But anyway, we were down, 2 days ago? Joel Embiid spoke to the media. Let's just do it, man. Shout out my dude, Nick Marchetti. I sat down at my desk and I was like, what am I going to talk about today? And lo and behold, bang, he tagged me 2 minutes after this was posted by our guy, Keith Pompey. Shout out to Keith Pompey, best reporter of all time. Never said a bad thing about you, Keith. Here he is.
Joe, are you going to come back this season?
That's the plan. Obviously, everything has to go right. As far as getting healthy and being as close as as I'm supposed to be. But yeah, that's the plan.
What's it?
See, that's huge. That's huge. People don't realize how huge that is. You know? Because a lot of people come at me every single day and they're like, Joel's not coming back, dude. He's not coming back. Stop it. He's not coming back. You know, and before it was there's these hopes, there's the Sixers have hope that they can get him back, etc. He's literally saying, the plan is for me to come back. It's that's big.
What's the timeline if everything goes right?
I mean, there's
not gonna
really
get
no timeline. It all depends on, you can never tell how the body reacts, especially once you start ramping up. So, I mean, it all depends on how it feels, and if it feels great, then that's good. And if it doesn't feel like it's right, then you gotta keep going.
That's interesting too, you know, because they said it's going to be up to Joel Embiid whether he comes back or not, and that kind of scares me because I would never leave it up. I don't think you should ever leave it up to the athlete whether they should play or not. Well, certain players like Ben Simmons or probably Tobias Harris and some others would gladly sit out whenever they can. But a guy with the heart of a lion like Joel, he's going to try to play through injury, and you know, that scares me because I don't want him to be like, it's 80%, I got some pain, but I can do it. You know what I mean? I like the fact that he said if it doesn't feel right, you know, we can't make it happen.
Question to you is, but why come back? I mean, you know what I mean? Like after an injury like this.
Keith coming with the hitters. Keith coming with the hitters. Keith Pompey woke up on his gang shit today, bro. He's coming with the hitters.
You is, but why come back? I mean, you know what I mean? Like after an injury like this, some people might say, you know what? Let me just rest up for next year.
The same reason why I was pushing the last couple of games. I just love playing basketball. I want to be on the floor as much as possible. I only have about 20 years to do this, so any chances that I get, I want to be on the floor. So it doesn't matter where we are. I don't know, 4, 5, 3, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It doesn't really matter where we are. Just want to.
If you're 11, you're not coming back, Joe.
Play as much as we can and try to help us.
I only got about 20 years to do this. What? Buddy, my guy, Joel Embiid, I love you. If I ever meet you, I'm going to stand on a step stool and give you a big hug. Pause. But I don't care. I will do that. You got about 3 years left, buddy. Let's just keep it a bean here.
I don't know, 4, 5, 3, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It doesn't really matter where we are. Just want to play as much as we can and try to help us.
Has the injury influenced your decision about playing in Paris at the Olympics at all?
No, it's the same mindset. If I feel good, I'm playing. If it doesn't feel right, then gotta make those tough decisions. But the plan is the plan. Like I said, we don't know how long it's gonna take. If it takes longer than what.
How's it feel right now? Ask him that.
The timeline is, as far as the games and the playoffs we have remaining, you gotta make those decisions. But yeah, it's all about
how have you?
I think this is where people get confused too when they say, he shouldn't come back because he's risking further injury, or he shouldn't come back. People assume that he's going to come back and not be 100%. They're like, yeah, Joel's going to come back, but, he's not going to be 100% and the Sixers are going to suck. This is what I've been combating that with. He's not coming back unless he's 100%. You know what I'm saying? And he just clarified that once again. I'm not coming back at 75%. If it's only 75%, I'm not coming back. I'm going to get to where I feel like it's right, which is 100%. Playing the game at 100% with no pain. I mean, he'll probably play through pain. I would say a little bit of pain if it has to do with where the meniscus is at right now, or where the meniscus is going to be for the rest of your life, is one thing, but we did see him trying to jump in a Warriors game and he couldn't jump at all. So, but yeah, if he's not 100%, he's not coming back. So I don't think he's rushing it. I don't think the Sixers staff is rushing it. As you know, there's no reason to rush it this season, right? And that's why Keith said, why are you coming back this season? I don't think Keith, wanted to say what I would have said, which is, have you seen the team lately, Joel? Do you realize how much you have to do on both ends of the floor every game, all game long, for this team not to suck? So it's not like if the team was, say, the Boston Celtics, as far as depth, or some other teams as far as depth, and they could sustain and be mediocre or be a little bit above average without him, then it'd be like, okay, you can come back and you don't have to do absolutely everything on both sides of the floor. You can just come back and be a part of the team. You know what I mean? It's like if the Celtics lose Porzingis and they continue winning games, it'd be like, yeah, Porzingis can come back whenever because we're still a contender probably without him, even though the Boston Celtics are frauds. This is different. The team is absolutely atrocious without him. And so why do you want to come back knowing how much you have to do on both sides of the floor? Which is another reason why you should be extra sure that you are 100%, because you need to do a lot more on a nightly basis than the average NBA star. And that's just a fact. And that's why he's the most valuable player every season he's in the league. I don't care what you have to say about that. So there you have that, all right? Now, aside from the Joel Embiid stuff, I want to say this. If you motherfuckers don't stop sending me this bullshit, I'm going to delete all my social media accounts and get off of YouTube and go work at Home Depot for the rest of my life. Mike Muscala does not move the needle. Somebody, I retweeted it with a laughing emoji, and somebody even doubled down and said, but couldn't you start Mike Muscala instead of Tobias? What? Dude, as much as I can't stand Tobias Harris, what the fuck is Mike Muscala doing differently? He's not moving the needle, bro. Now, look, you made me say curse word. My last video had a lot of curse words, and YouTube doesn't really push it through the algorithm quite as much when you got a lot of curse words in there. I realize that. Now, I'm trying not to curse, and you made me curse because of this damn Mike Muscala stuff. No, Mike Muscala is not moving the needle on any team. That's why he got released Bro, he's a damn summer league player. Now stop it. Yeah, we suck. We can't guard the rim. We don't have any backup centers, bro. We should definitely sign Mike Muscala. Did you see Joel Embiid drop 50 on this guy in 3 quarters in Washington? Now, Chris Paul was on Dwayne Wade's podcast, or whatever that is, and he talked about Daryl Morey. And he talked about how Daryl Morey lied to him. And this is now how many players that have called Daryl Morey a liar? The reason this matters, I'm going to tell you in a second. Here's what Chris Paul said. I go over to the gym to go to work out, and Daryl calls me. He says, I was just calling you to make sure you didn't want to go to OKC. I was like, no, why? I done moved 15 people to Houston. He was like, okay, I was just making sure. I would never trade you to somewhere you didn't want to go because you chose to come to us from the Clippers. I chose to go to Houston from LA. I'm at the house chilling. I was on the phone with Jada, his wife. Next thing you know, the alert said I was getting traded to OKC. Bro! I never read this. This is actually way worse than the lying to James Harden thing, which I can't stand James Harden. I'm glad he's gone. I don't care that he lied to James Harden. Get your fat ass out of here. But this is bad. And then my phone started ringing. It was Daryl calling, so I know Daryl was like, hey, man, it just moved so fast. It's all good. I just want you to tell me one thing. You said you wasn't going to trade me. Yeah, I said that, but that's all I needed to know. Now people tell stories the way that they want them to be told or the way that they want to remember them. So I'm not saying Chris Paul remembers it word for word, verbatim, exactly 100% accurately. But this is multiple players now that have called Daryl Morey a liar. And is that bad for the future of the Philadelphia 76ers with Daryl Morey at the helm? Because Daryl Morey has this big cap space plan for the offseason, right? He wants Paul George, he wants LeBron James, he wants whoever. Are free agent stars or players more reluctant to come to the Philadelphia 76ers as more and more of these rumors come out and they say, I don't want to go mess with that guy who's a damn two-faced liar. I moved my whole damn family to Houston and he tells me he would never trade me to OKC and he trades me to OKC. Let me know your answer to that in the comments. Also, he said on the podcast, there was a clip that I saw where he said Daryl Morey doesn't have any people skills. He doesn't know how to communicate with people. And that's so wild to me. And I think back to all of the annoying things Daryl Morey has done on Twitter, trolling the fan base, thinking he's some kind of funny jokester, with the Tobias Harris crumble cookie stuff and etc. And I'm starting to say, like, is this guy just a full-grown nerd who doesn't actually know what he's doing? You know what I mean? Because when I look at Tobias Harris and how bad he's been recently and how bad he's been for a couple of years compared to his contract, and every chance you've had to trade him, you've refused to trade him, and then anytime, and then he had a random 35-point game and you tweeted out his statistics to troll the fan base again, trying to just subliminally say all the time that fans hate Tobias for no reason. He's actually good and we have no idea what we're talking about. If Daryl Morey doesn't know ball and doesn't watch basketball or know anything about it, that would make sense. Because, trust me, I'm getting replies from Tobias Harris fanboys on Instagram every day saying, giving me his damn point per game average or his true shooting percentage. And I'm like, do you guys really watch him every night? There's no way you really watch him every night. If Chris Paul's saying about Daryl Morey as far as no people skills and stuff, and I'm looking, maybe he's one of those people that actually doesn't watch ball. He just goes about his day, collects the money, and is trying to work trades for superstars in the background. Maybe he's just a grown-ass 12-year-old playing 2K and doesn't actually watch the game. That would explain the P.J. Tucker contract at 37 years old. That would explain signing Daniel House Jr. and getting caught tampering twice. That would explain trading Matisse Thybulle for Jalen McDaniels, who then walked in free agency. That would explain refusing to trade Ben Simmons for Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield, instead giving up 2 extra first-round picks for over-the-hill James Harden and Seth Curry and Andre Drummond. And now you don't have a backup center for the 3rd year in a row. That would explain, damn, bro, there's a lot of fuck-ups in the Daryl Morey campaign. And the fan base is getting close. This upcoming offseason, bro, you got this big freaking salary cap plan. I hope you pull it off. because we're getting sick of your shit. Yeah! It's just sick, bro. Makes me sick. The whole organization, the team, every year makes me sick to my stomach, but I keep coming back because I'm just a fucking sicko, bro. Damn it, I said the F word like 19 times in this video. I love you guys. I'm out of here.